Hello, this is Survival-gyver, and today I'll be reviewing the Gerber Pledge. It's a lightweight, budget EDC knife. Now, what do I mean by budget? It's a low cost. So, if you beat the piss out of it, you can continue to sharpen it because it's a decent steel. You break it, you buy another one. It's not a huge loss. So, this is in green, obviously. For those people that may not be able to tell the color, it is a green color. It has this really kind of funky design on it. There's a name for it, and I cannot think of what it's called. A chevron style. So you can see all these little chevron designs here, and for some reason it stops there. It's a glass reinforced plastic handle. And the design, of course, is on that side as well, but it stops there for some reason. I would have gone the whole length. There's no textural difference between the design and the flat section. Okay, so you have your carry clip there in like a black coated steel, and obviously you can change it to the opposite side. It is only one way, and tip is facing up. When I was looking at this, that it might have been like an eject button, but it's not. It's just the pivot. And you can see in the back here, you see this little mark right there. That is actually doesn't come with the knife. When I opened it from the package, I stabbed it with the other knife I was using, and it got stuck there. So that's my fault. No harm, no foul kind of thing. It is to be used. The blade is literally right down the center, which is nice. My only issue is if you look at where the edge of the blade is, it's got a pretty long way it can go before it hits the bottom here. It doesn't go any farther. So when you look at it like this, the top of the blade spine is not parallel with the handle. That's a bit of a pet peeve in my opinion, like an OCD issue. It still functions well. In order for me to fix that, I have to take it apart. And if you could look at the back of this, if I can get the light just right, where this stops, right there, I may just have to file this out just a little bit to make it parallel with the handle. So it's a little bit of a pet peeve. It's a little OCD issue, but it doesn't bother me. It's not horrible otherwise. There's no lanyard holes on this, which I didn't expect there to be. This, you can see at the top here, there's a little, you can see where this is worn down a little bit. That's where the liner lock connects, and it's weird because it seems to have two locks. If I open it like this, right, it's nice and solid, doesn't move. Liner lock is there. Push down on the liner lock as far as it goes. Blade stops there automatically. See that? It's like a second stop right there no matter what. And it won't let me go any farther. I've tried. I can open it up, but I can't get it to close one-handed because it stops there. In order for me to continue to close it, I physically have to just override that little piece in the back. See if I can get a decent light in there. I may have to use a small spotlight. I'd have to open that up just a little bit, maybe file that little end piece. If I can get it to focus, there we go. If I can get that to, it's a little weird. I don't know if it's a manufacturing defect or it's purposeful, some kind of purpose to stop it there, because you can't do anything with it in this position. But you can see if I put my finger on it, if I keep my fingers out of the way, it suddenly moves. So there's like a second lock right there, which prevents me from being able to close it one-handed. But then again, this is a budget knife, so it doesn't have the fit and finish of some of the more expensive knives have, even within the same brand. This does have a reverse Tanto, so it is good for piercing, and cutting the paper that way. I don't know if I have any paper over here to show you how sharp it is. Probably not. Yeah, well, that's too thick. That's not going to work anyway. It is sharp enough to shave with. So, it does shave. It does have a black texture on it, which is smooth. It's actually to help reduce friction when you do cut something, so it doesn't drag on the blade. But that is a bit of a pet peeve that there's, I don't know if you can hear that. It's like a false lock right there. The other issue I have with this is the thumb stud. So I'm right-handed. I could do it left too, but left-handed I can't hold well in this position because it's really, really thin and slippery this way. I'd have to move the clip over for me to get my hand on this properly. But the middle finger in this position, I can open it. Not all the way because I'll cut my hand. It's just awkward. This side, the thumb stud is, well, it's rounded in a couple of different angles. So your thumb kind of rides over it. And that's as far as it'll let me open. It hits that lock and that's it. So the only way I'd be able to open it this way is to leave my thumb on it all the way until there. So the thumb stud, in my opinion, is not a good design. It is removable. There's 2 screws on that side. So I'd probably just flip it over so I can use my middle finger from the bottom to open up the blade. Or try to find something a little longer that it sits better, because it's not great on that end. So that's about my biggest issue. Is it's got the weird secondary lock right here, and that the thumb stud sucks. Obviously there's a little Gerber symbol there. So this is 8.28 inches long. The blade length is 3.7 inches long. The cutting edge is 3.45 inches long. Blade width is 0.80 inches wide. Thickness is 0.08 inches. So it's a really thin blade. You'll notice there's no jimping on the back. So if you're not careful, your finger's going to slide across the back pretty easily. Obviously there's almost nothing in the front. There's a little bit of grip on the liner lock. But again, you can't close it one-handed. Or I haven't been able to. I'm not great with it, but it is what it is. The blade thickness is the 0.08, sorry. And the blade material is 7CR17 MOV. It's a flat grind. It's in black, so it's got that friction reducing coating on it. The handle length is 4.58 inches long. The handle width is just shy of an inch. So, yeah, just shy of an inch. I think it's 0.9798, something like that. It's a half-inch thick. Comes in gray, black, green are the only ones I've seen. Liner lock of steel. It weighs only 3 ounces. So it's light and it's a budget knife. And decent steel. So at least it'll handle some abuse. When it does sit in your pocket, it sits tip up, which some people like, some people don't. Yeah, that's about it. So you can put it right hand or left hand by changing out the thumb stud and moving the clip to the opposite side. Well, I think that's about it on it. So this would make a decent EDC knife with some modifications. I'm probably going to open this up and see if I could regrind the end here to get rid of that secondary lock. This one. I want to get rid of that one. Because it's not stuck on the liner lock. I don't know what it's stuck on. The liner lock comes back up just a little bit. So there it is there when it's locked. It's in the down position and it's locked here. So if I suddenly move it, you see it move. So I think maybe when they manufactured it, it's binding a little bit right at the end there, which would explain the wear on the back here. See how it's kind of odd shaped, kind of Idaho shaped. Looks like the state of Idaho almost. So I think it just needs to be cleaned up there. And where this mounts back here, if I take and grind that little notch just a little bit more, I'd be able to get the blade parallel with the handle, which I think would make it look better. For the price of the blade, if I screw it up, I'm not too worried about it. So there's always that. So this will be in the description by Amazon and maybe Blade HQ. I'm not sure which. One of them's on sale at the moment. I think it might be Blade HQ. Either way, I'll leave it in the description so you can see what it's about if you want any more information about it. And that is it. So thank you for watching. Any questions or comments, leave them below in the comment section. I will answer them pretty quickly. I'm actually just coming off vacation, so I'll be able to catch up on all of that. And thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.